But yeah, man, we're steamrolling through this bracket here. Shouts to everyone in the chat for hanging out with us on this glorious Tuesday. And you're going to be back next week too, right, Kadoran?
Of course. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is here to stay. And, like, you know, the way that we don't do this is if we get like 10 entrants and 10 viewers, and it's like, well, what are you gonna say that? And that's not gonna happen. You know, the support has been well received. Appreciate everyone entering, and this will be here to stay because Melee's sick.
I mean, it's just a great resource for anyone trying to improve at Melee, even if you're just playing like kind of casually and on unranked. These net play tournaments, they are not expensive to enter,
Yeah.
and you will get so much incredible practice from entering a format like this.
Yes.
So it's just such a great method for people at home to get more out of playing net play.
Yeah.
And yeah, shout outs again to FlyQuest for juicing up our tournament here.
They made this
getting
possible.
us on the big stage. Yeah, man, making it all possible.
Great.
Give them a follow on Twitter if you haven't already. Shout outs to anyone supporting Melee in the scene. It is a beautiful thing. But we have Mr. Plow and Fiction in the server.
Yeah.
You
Are you
gotta get
familiar
underway here.
with their record?
Do you have it ready for me? Because I'm
Yeah,
not.
because I know. Generally speaking, they kind of go back and forth. Like at Super Verdugo, Fiction kind of ran the Falcon Gauntlet, and S2J was on the victims. But at their latest set, at Lawless, S2J went a tight game 5 set against Fiction, and then loses. He 3-0'd him brutally. And right now, S2J is in a angry warpath of losers. And is he gonna make Fiction look like collateral? Let's see. Yes, Fiction's no joke against Falcon. Like at that Super Verdugo, the week before main stage, he took down S2J, Soof, formerly known as Android Zero, and None.
Yes.
On succession, and he does well against Wizzy and friendlies. Like he's actually secretly the Wizzy killer. He has a winning record with Fox and does just as fine with Falco. So like, it would be so impressive for S2J to just 3-0 Fiction like he has with his other opponents.
Yeah, it's I don't see anyone 3-0ing Fiction too easily nowadays. But it's so awesome, like you're saying, that these guys just get to compete in net play tournament after net play tournament, because it feels like they played just yesterday, and we're going right back here at TMT, starting on Battlefields here. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Fiction.
Yeah, they literally did play like 3 days ago.
It was like 3 days ago, right? Yeah, at Lawless. Great first talk for Fiction, looking like he's remembering their set 3 days ago. Oh,
no.
you hate to see it. He was probably trying to jump back with a jump nair or something to that effect, but that just got a slide off forward air instead.
Yeah.
Hate his jump squat.
Man, sometimes it's so hard to call out Falcon in the vertical positions because like he's so heavy. Like you can't really get like a clean hit even if you do, because like and then like if you slightly miss position, you just get hit. Get clipped. Oh, what? That was weird.
Probably a miss input on that dash attack from S2J. Fiction's definitely going to capitalize on that. Ooh, S2J went for the lowest of sweet spots and actually missed completely. Fiction finding a shine, but nothing else. Ooh, and S2J, he gets kind of a decent situation here, but one laser is all it takes to just stop him in his tracks.
Yeah,
And
you know.
give Fiction a stalemate or an advantage, like you said.
Yeah. Like a big development I think that's occurred in Falco in favor of Falcon is that they really increased the depth of their take laser game. So as we see there, he dashed back, rapid boost, and gets a kill for it.
He gets a kill for it. I mean, Fiction barely missed his air dodge by just 1 degree.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, S2J is up for the first time in the game.
Yeah, and in addition to having a strong take laser ground game, like they also take the airs more often, which is often harder for Falco to like directly beat.
Right, exactly. Sorry, I was just gasping at S2J's movement there. He literally ran through the second of Fiction's lasers there and managed to shield behind him, but Fiction is going to close out this edge guard with no problem. 52 is not much of a deficit here. Oh my God, S2J looking for the roll, finds it.
Does not DI in. Excellent awareness. But
and that's unnecessary.
It might be necessary actually, because he had enough up B height to make it on stage.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah. But
I feel like S2J could have just reacted and held ledge, but even if there's a 1% chance you're
yeah,
wrong, yeah, you might as well just let it rip. But
yeah,
he even traded too. It was like it was a
yeah.
close one. It wasn't a free suicide
This is
downer.
Evo. No.
Yeah, that's been a sub notification for 10 years.
Yeah,
S2J, what are you doing? This is Evo.
yeah. This is TMT.
Yeah, TMT makes a little more sense. Weekly.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a firm response. It's hard to meteor
that's a
cancel.
shocker.
Yeah, it's hard to meteor cancel, by the way, when you have like so little space down there to cancel it, and he might have already been locked out anyway. So
Yeah, someone could correct me if I'm wrong, but at that spacing, I think even if you're TAS, there's no meteor cancel. You know, you're always going to lose a little bit of vertical when you get spiked. So I don't think
someone added practical tasks.
Practical task, please. Someone load up the TAS. Oh my god, S2J. How is he alive here? Fiction barely dropped that edge guard. And I feel like we might see a repeat of game 1 where Fiction kind of bullies him for most of these stocks, is generally controlling the tempo.
Yeah, his take.
But it just takes one opening for S2J to bring it back. Yeah.
He's not locked. Like, because what Fiction is really good at is locking you down. And that's the theory for Falco, is that like you should lock it down, and S2J is not making it so easy with him. Oh my goodness, dude!
Nice.
Like the trend from like a lot of Falcons is that they default to covering tech in place because that's what gets them the easiest kill. But S2J, he tends to default to covering tech roll in. That's just like a little pattern that I noticed that he likes favoring the most. And like, you know, favoring tech roll in means like if you're incorrect, you still have center advantage.
Nice high lasers from Fiction, covering his escape from ledge there. Brings it right back to neutral.
Oh,
Oh, again, that early forward smash. Love it.
dude, sometimes you just don't expect the raw approaching there. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just get kicked. But you missed that
Oh,
kick.
wow. That's such a rare edge guard drop from Fiction. I feel like he's dropped less than 5 edge guards all night.
Yeah. And it's like theoretically it should be free. And like it's because of that sometimes you could like underestimate it, where it's like, oh, I should hit this, right? I don't need to time it, and it's like,
Right.
I'm guilty of this, where like I've dropped so many easy edge guards against Fox. Like, dude, just make it simpler. Goodness, or at least try a little.
S2J has gotten far too much mileage on this stock already here. Fiction should close it out with that forward tilt.
Yeah.
Nice. There was a moment that S2J opened that stock up with where he actually found Nair to grab at 0, which I feel like is not reliable anymore versus good players. Somehow Fiction missed the smash on that Nair. And as I say that, S2J gets another clean stock here on FD. This is actually a surprising result for me so far. I thought this kind of pick would be much more in Falco's favor.
S2J is making Fiction look like collateral, whereas
Yeah, he's making it look like stages are just a myth and counter picks aren't actually real.
angry
Counter picks are like horoscopes, like they're just, you know.
Which, by the way, this is like, if we're being real, like this is such a good stage for Falco. And
It is. It's just S2J is that good at
Yeah.
actually avoiding Fiction's laser setups here. It's incredible.
yeah.
Oh, and that's it.
Dude.
Shoo!
Be gone.
My guy said be gone to that. And S2J is up 2-0, and I believe you started off our set here by saying no one 3-0's Fiction.
It is a statement to 3-0 Fiction. I
I think it's definitely a statement.
It's like it's hard for me to 3-0 Fiction, and and
you played Marth.
Yeah, you know, I think Mart Falco. I'll say I think it's 90-10. I'm a firm believer that like I think Mart has like a winning edge versus Falco, and this is conventionally thought to be a losing matchup for Falcon, and to see S2J really go above and beyond and really hit all his confirms, not being locked down so easily, it's a sight to behold.
It's honestly inspirational for Falcon players because, yeah, you can log on to unranked as a Falcon player and get dominated by space animals all night long. It actually takes such a level of commitment with the character to kind of get over that hump of the skill curve and be able to tech chase his character efficiently. As you know, just one of the many things you got to do is tech chase. But Fiction is actually finding this FD game much better here.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, last game
Overcomplicated.
was just weird. Like, yeah, I don't know if he was overcomplicating it last game, but he just dropped way more simple stuff than I've ever seen him do. So I think he's just kind of, you know, he wiped his face off with some water. He kind of stood up and said, okay, I just got to pretend this is just another unranked Falcon.
Yeah. Because, like, yeah, he would have definitely hit that against an unranked Falcon. And
yeah. It's not S2J, the guy that beat you at Lawless or whatever. You just got to think that it's just any other Falcon once you get that hit.
Yeah, oh my. Dude, this is like a huge ripple effect. Fiction should have been up 4 stocks to 2, and now we might see S2J in the lead.
Someone earlier in the chat said vaporized. Yeah, that's what S2J is able to do sometimes when he's touching this Falco.
Seeing, like, I remember, like, back then, people would be like, oh my god, is it Johnny stock happening? I feel like Johnny stocks are just happening by default.
Yeah, it's just Johnny neutral, Johnny awareness, Johnny adaptation,
Johnny punishment.
Johnny
recovery.
Oh, Johnny recovery! That was actually so ambiguous. I'm shocked Fiction dropped that.
This is all because he dropped an edge guard that would have been like 4 stocks to 2. And now he's up 3 stocks to 2.
God. If I'm Fiction, I'm frustrated here.
I'm furious.
And S2J finding nairs, I feel like, are kind of free. Like, he shouldn't be getting away with some of these nairs. I feel like Fiction should have the laser or back air spacing to cover it. Okay, this should be it, right? 195? Okay. Oh, he kind of almost dropped that. No, I don't think Fiction's going out without a fight here. He just has to lock it in just a little bit here.
He's definitely not going down with a fight, but Johnny does not care. He's gonna plow you out of this depths of FD.
Mr. Plow, Homer Simpson's plowing company.
Getting rid of all the snow in FD. Falco
perfect.
is blue. He's the color of the snow.
True. But Fiction finds a nice pickup there. Pretty much an optimal combo.
Oh my
god.
goodness.
No roll from Fiction. I like the respect. Just play the full hop game here. Don't give Johnny that easy stomp. Oh, but here's the nair. Tech chase. Oh! He finds it! Oh my goodness.
Prioritizing center. This is what that gets you. If you want a crash course on why center is so important, look no further than that last moments of that game. All S2J was doing, like, he didn't need a hard read with tech in place. He just, no, I'm going to prioritize my center. I know you're panicking in the corner. I'm going to get my stomp.
So true. I mean, it did multiple things. He covered center, and, you know, he had a decent read on that 1 and 3 that Fiction was going to decide to tech in, like he had done earlier in that set. So many things went S2J's way there in both of those FD games, to where I'm just really surprised that he was able to 3-0 Fiction there on 2 counter picks.
Yeah.
I'm getting inspired. The Falcon main in me is definitely inspired seeing a result like that, because, man, it is so easy to play a Falco player and just feel completely locked down when they are patiently lasering you like that. But S2J was able to just completely finesse his way in, one nair at a time, one little back air, up air to rack up percent, and just found those clutch edge guards. Fiction is going to be out of this week's TMT, and it's going to be SFAT versus S2J in the losers final.
And that's like, you might think might be an underperformance, but it's like, no, dude, this tourney is just that stacked. Like,
yeah, I mean, if I'm Fiction, I'm frustrated because it was such a close set on both of his losses. But yeah, like you said, an event like this, that's just great practice at the end of the day. And we'll see him next week at TMT, I'm sure, along some of the other great weeklies that we have in SoCal here. I mean, I was talking about this earlier, but it feels like a crazy time to be a Melee fan, and especially a Melee fan in SoCal who competes.
Yeah, SoCal I've definitely benefited a lot from living in such. I'm blessed to live in such a stacked region and the opportunity to practice and a lot of spaces. And
yeah, a lot of spaces. I mean, this tournament, Kadora, what is our bracket been tonight? I mean, we saw Smash Daddy's Captain Falcon and S2J's Captain Falcon. Besides that, and Far's Sheik. Besides that, we have only streamed the Spacies. I mean, we were just streaming like the top of the bracket, and it's just been Spacies pretty much. Eddie Mexico had an early exit in losers to Bimbo, actually.
Spaces
his
are
countryman. Spaces are good, man. And what are you going to say? I mean, we love our low tier heroes, but this is the game we play. You don't go into Marvel 3 expecting BB Hood. Or sorry, Marvel 2 expecting BB Hood.